Hey everybody, Scott Henninger here from Henninger Residential and Keller Williams Momentum. I want to talk to you about one of my favorite topics, one of my favorite ways of buying a house and getting into investing all at the same time. I'm going to show you what kind of incredible returns can be made by doing such a thing, and you're going to be a homeowner. It's called house hacking. House hacking. The general idea, before I get into the numbers, the general idea is to buy a house, or in this case that I'm going to talk about, a three or four unit building, maximum of 4 units. And then instead of paying entirely all the monthly payment all by yourself, you rent out the other rooms or the other units, and then your tenants take care of your house, your monthly house payment for you. Either, ideally break even or go cash flow positive, depending on what your rental market is and all the numbers. Right now, interest rates are really low, so that is incredibly helpful in buying a property, especially with a 30-year fixed rate loan. Your loan payments will never go up. You're going to have a little fluctuation on taxes and insurance, but at least your loan payments will never go up. They'll never change. So here we go. I'm going to break it down a little bit for you. In this case, this is an actual example. I have a buyer under contract with basically these numbers. There's a little bit of rounding. I'm not going to give you too much specifics either on this exact deal, but the essential numbers are $425 purchase price. So it's a 3-unit building, and I'll get into the rental amounts in a little bit, but $425 purchase price. An FHA loan allows you to come in with only 3.5% down. You can get a conventional loan for 5% down. And that is about, the down payment at 3.5% is about $15,000. Add in some closing costs, about $5,000. This is erring on the high side, and it helps me round out to a total of $20,000 to purchase. Yes, that's a decent chunk of change, but it's not 20% down that an investor would need. Investor would need to come up with $85,000, $90,000 to buy this place. But FHA, the low down payments, the 3.5% FHA or 5% conventional, works only for owner occupants. So you would have to live in one of the units or one of the rooms for this to qualify. Live in it for at least 1 year, but talk to your lender about the specific details on that. So all of this rolled in, so $15,000 for down payment, 3.5%, plus the PITI, the principal and interest, makes up your loan. Add in the taxes and insurance, and using some estimates here, comes out to $2,737 per month to own this 3-flat. That's a little bit larger of a number if you're renting right now for $1,200, $1,500. That's a bit high. However, you've got, in this case, 2 other units you can rent out. The going rates for the rentals in this particular city for this unit, the 2 3-bedroom units can get rented out for $1,600 a month, and the 1-bedroom unit can rent out for $1,000 a month. So essentially, you have to buy it and owner occupy it. So I would say, let's take the 1-bedroom unit, where it's only $1,000 a month. That's the one you're going to move into. Depending on your situation, you might want to move into one of the 3-bedroom units. If you've got a family or you just want the extra space, you can take one of the 3-bedroom units. In this case, we're going to talk about moving into the 1-bed unit, so we can take the 2 higher rents and keep those coming. We'll cross that out. So in year 1, because you have to live there, you're going to be making $3,200 a month in rental income. And then you have to take out your PITI, the loan, taxes, and insurance of $2,737. And then I added in some estimates for some minor maintenance and for vacancy, in case one tenant moves out and then there's like 3-4 weeks of layover before you get another one in. Things like that you should always build into your calculations. So per those calculations, your $3,200 minus your PITI minus those other things will get you $380 a month. and that is positive cash flow. So if you're paying $1,200 a month right now for rent, and then you switch over to $380 a month positive, then that's $1,580 a month that you're adding back into your bank account, because you're not spending it, plus you're making this much on these people renting from you guys. In total over the year, this $380 over 12 months is going to be $4,560. $4,560. And here's where we start talking about returns for an investor. If you want to keep it simple, then you're basically looking at this. You're living for free, plus you're getting $380 a month while owning this property. Riding out the appreciation, talk to your tax advisor, but you can take a number of tax advantages with this, which is pretty awesome. I won't get into that today. Plus, that's kind of out of bounds for my for my role. Talk to your tax advisor. But that's the basics of it. So essentially, you can be making $380 a month and not have your rental payment. Now, breaking into the investor standpoint, talking about returns, $4,560 per year, at least in year one, while you have to live there per FHA lender rules. Owner occupy it, and you spent $20,000 to get in there. So divide that by your 20K, and you have about a 23% cash on cash return. So you're making a little over $4,500 cash flow per year, and you spent $20,000 to get in it, and you're making 23% on your cash. Is there anywhere else out there that you're earning 23% on? Do bank accounts do that? No, not even close. Stock market, if you caught a hot stock, but there's a ton of volatility in that. With real estate, everybody has to have a place to live. It's much safer, and especially if this is a property you're going to hold on to, you can ride out some of the waves that go on in the market, but in the long run, real estate always goes up. So even if there's a dip in the market in 5 years, the real estate market, just hold on to it, keep renting it out, and you're still going to cash flow. And then as soon as it spikes again, then sure, think about selling. But this is great. 23% while you're living there. And then after the first year, you can move out, you can move back into a rental, you can even go and buy your next property. But this property specifically, once you move out, year 2, and they're all rented out, then you can add that $1,000 back in. You're getting $4,200 per month in rental income. Your loan does not change because that interest rate is locked in, 30-year fixed rate. And then, take out the expenses and vacancy assumptions, then you're getting $1,330 per month. And this is the $380 and the $1,330 are pure cash flow. So rental income minus all the expenses and assumed maintenance and things like that. So $1,330 a month in pure cash flow. This equates to $15,960 per year. And then if you compare that to how much you spent to get the place, $20,000. Those numbers are getting real close. So what's the return? The cash on cash return in year 2 with all of them rented? 86%. 86% cash on cash return. Where else can you get that? That is amazing. If you add up your $4,560 and $15,960, that's over $20,000. So in your first 2 years of owning this property, you've made back all of your money and then some. So essentially, you own this property with $0 left in it. So this property is going to cash flow you almost $16,000 per year with zero money left in it after 2 years. That's pretty incredible. If this was a little bit much for you and you want me to kind of dumb it down a little bit, or you want more details on how to do this or how all the assumed numbers break out, if you want to dive into it one way or another, send me a message, reach out, 847-651-1614, and we'll break it down a little bit and hopefully get you into home ownership. This is such an incredible opportunity. It's, I'm bummed I didn't do it when I first started buying a place, but here you go. Scott Henninger, Henninger Residential, and Keller Williams Momentum. I'll talk to you soon.